Hey, Mama Bear here. I'm in my kitchen and I just wanted to ask you, have you ever found something growing in your refrigerator? Like, in the back where you forgot about it and it's kind of got green fuzzy things or red fuzzy things on it. That would be bacteria. And I wanted to talk to you a little bit about bacteria. Whenever we see that in our fridge, that's definitely something we throw away because that's some bad bacteria. But in the human body, you actually have a place in your digestive system for good bacteria. So there are two different bacteria. One is super dangerous for you. That's when we get afraid of getting E. coli and some kind of food poisoning. That's from bad bacteria. We don't want that. But we need good bacteria for our guts to be healthy. So I just wanted to tell you a little story. When I was 10 years old, I had appendicitis. And there's this little tiny organ that's right off the end of your large intestine where it starts, your colon starts to do its ascending colon. Right there, this appendix, mine actually was close to rupturing, so they had to remove it. So I had appendicitis and they did an appendectomy, which means they removed it, and I healed just fine. They used to think that the appendix was worthless and why do we need it anyway, but now they found out that that actually holds and protects good bacteria. So if you get sick and maybe you're throwing up or diarrhea and you get rid of your good bacteria, that little appendix has a good storehouse for you to replenish the good bacteria in your gut, which the good bacteria actually eats bad bacteria. So we need that good bacteria in our gut for health. So one of the things I wanted to show you is some of the ways that I help my body, because I don't have an appendix anymore. I want to help my body replenish good bacteria. One of them is with yogurt. Yogurt, if you notice, when you go to buy yogurt at the store, if you look at the ingredients list, it'll tell you the live active cultures and the names of them right on the label. And you can read those good healthy bacteria. In fact, you'll know that they are named with two names because it's a genus and a species, because it's a living thing. The other thing that I do is I like to make my own sourdough bread. So I feed a starter, and this starter is just flour and water, and it's captured some live yeast that's wild in the air, in the atmosphere, and some bacteria that also connects with that, and it gives it a special flavor. That's why sourdough bread is really got a little zing on it, and it tastes really, really yummy. This is my active culture that I keep happy by feeding it. Every day I give it a little bit more food, and it likes to eat on the flour, and then it grows, and then I can rise the bread with that, and it's a healthy bacteria for us to eat. The other thing I do, which has kind of been a fun new hobby for me, is I like to make kombucha. And maybe you've heard of kombucha. It's a little strange. I was a little weirded out by it for a while, but this kombucha is a culture. With the top, you see this weird looking thing on top. I want to do it without spilling. That's a SCOBY, and it's SCOBY, which stands for a symbiotic culture of yeast and bacteria. And so all of those are together to ferment tea. And when it ferments it, it actually fills the tea up with good, healthy bacteria. That's really good for your gut. So I like to get my little SCOBY happy and feed it. Every couple weeks I feed it some sugar, which bacteria likes sugar just like we do. So if you ever want to learn more about these interesting facts about your gut and about health and all those things about your body, you want to jump in on my anatomy physiology class. We study about these things and it's useful for all of your life. So even a 10-year-old that takes my class is going to use this information even when they get to be my age, which is a little bit older, just a little. Thank you. Hopefully I'll see you in my class.